How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Fallout 4. So we're going through the playthrough again. I'm the Winter Okami, and last time we finally made it into the Institute, where we will get to explore and hopefully get a little more hint to the location of where our child is. I don't know why I had so much trouble saying that. Anyway, let's ignore that. And yeah, I am super jazzed to see where the story is going to go from this point on. And I really hope that that this is going to be a major push forward into the story, and we'll actually see maybe a little bit more development in maybe some of the characters. Yeah, so alright, let's continue on our way to the Institute. Alright, and we are back, and I still love the look of this place. It's very retro. Hello? I'm assuming we go through that door. Is there any stuff? Ooh, hey, a box. That could be handy. Is there any more stuff I should maybe pick up while I'm here? Oh, right, and if I remember correctly, we're supposed to get in contact with someone who's in the railroad, who's in here, if I remember correctly. Not what I need. I forget what the name of the thing was called. Shoot. That's not good. Shoot, is it this?
Personal log.
No.
United States Army Staff Sergeant Michael Daly.
No. Okay. Well, shoot. I can't seem to find it. Maybe it was this one? No, it wasn't. Alright. Screw it. I might have to go back and ask for it.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Okay. So, Father. Curious to know who that's going to be. Push. Elevator. You tricked me! You said I was going to you, and then you don't make the elevator work? You fiend. Oh, wait. Now it works. Okay.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute.
Ooh.
This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity. humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean... Alright, so it seems like the Institute might be more agreeable and easier to work with than originally thought. Oh, okay, that's kind of nice. An antagonist that is not pure evil. That is nice. Push. Wait, I just went down. Now we're going back up? What the heck? But, this place looks so cool, especially that outside area. I hope I get to check that out. Oh my gosh!
Shaun?
Huh? Yes, I'm Shaun.
Shaun? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Shaun.
Father, what's
It's
going
me.
on? What's happening?
I'm your dad. Yes, it's me. Your dad. I'm here, Shaun.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Shaun. I'm here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Aw, this is heartbreaking. We find our son, and because he was so small when he was stolen from us, he doesn't recognize us. That is so painful.
Shaun, please. Calm down. I'll get you out of there.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
You bastard.
Shaun. S923, recall code Cirrus.
Oh, what? What did you do?
But disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Shaun. The real Shaun. Right now!
I know. I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
Just... help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time, it's me. I am Shaun. I am your son.
No. No, that's impossible. It's like a weirdly reversed Star Wars reference.
Oh, come on. That's crazy.
I assure you, I am completely sane and entirely honest. In the vault, You had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
Damn, 60 years. You're looking pretty good. Got the good genes from your father.
It wasn't right, what they did. Taking you from me like that.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, it made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking, yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
60 years. So much time. Wasted.
I know. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Ow, that is so cold. Collateral damage. How you are brutal, my son.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Let's ask about the Institute then.
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
They need your help, Shaun. It's rough up there, to say the least.
Oh, we've tried that. Surprised? The Institute once tried to help create a stabilized Commonwealth government. It ended in bickering, infighting. It was a disaster. No. We look after our own now. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. I know there's more for us to discuss, but the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Maybe. I don't know. This is so much to take in.
I know. And I am sorry. You have been through so much in such a short time. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
I don't know, being kind of shacked up in a small place for so long. I don't know, how does the Institute, like... I mean, it's been so long, the Institute must have some means to expand their facility, but...
I hope you're not too overwhelmed.
I don't know.
I don't know what to do.
I realize that. It's why I'm trying to help you. I hope that you can see that rationally. The Institute is the only thing left in the world that is worth being part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
Okay, is this just going to be a progressing loop if I keep on saying I don't know? Alright, just to get it over with, and because they do seem kind of generally interested in trying to fix things, I will say yes.
Alright.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience. And finally, Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Alright, coolness. So where do we go from here? And this looks really nice. I could start stealing from my own son just so that way I can build better equipment, but you know what? After being gone for so long and only just now being reunited, I'll play nice. Oh, so that should be no, wrong button. Praying that this is the button. Yeah, but I don't remember which one it was. Just do this one for now. I don't know, maybe off screen I'll do the little side quest for the railroad. But I'm kind of wondering which division I should maybe join, the railroad, the Institute, or the Brotherhood.
Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so,
Jeez, what were you fixing? You aren't holding anything.
All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course. We're all looking
Doctor.
forward to working
They
with
weren't
you.
kidding. We really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Is still pending.
I'm just looking around.
I see. Well, please do mind what you touch. Sensitive equipment here, not like topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
I'm good for now, thanks.
Goodbye, then.
Okay, okay, this might just be an entire episode of talking to people, since this is the only way to progress the story. Bear with me.
Time to examine my latest reports on batch 274.
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick.
Hi,
I
Doc.
wonder how the Warwick
Welcome.
family is doing.
So good to have you here.
Young Wally
Dr.
must be
Clayton
close to
Holden,
10 years old, right?
head of the Bioscience
It's
Division.
remarkable that
I
any
can't
child
wait
can
for you to see
survive
the
for
work
so
we're
long
doing.
up there, don't you?
It's truly amazing.
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure. Right now, I'm just trying to keep an open mind.
It's a big decision, I know. But it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
I'm good for now, thanks.
Take care, then.
Alright. All this does look pretty tempting to maybe switch to the side of the Institute. So I don't know, it's all very tempting. I mean, it's run by my son, who apparently was gone 60 years. And yeah, very tempting. Though I do have to kind of wonder, because one of the big issues was that the Institute would replace actual people with synths. I don't know, if that turns out to be true, I think that'll just turn me away from it.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Don't worry. I promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you, I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Ooh, that's handy.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I don't think I'm the only one who has that. I mean, you have the Coursers after all. And if we're qualifying them as people, in a sense, then yeah, I'm not the only one with it.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
All right.
Okay, one last person. I'm sure there's a lot of other dialogue I could access, but for the sake of moving through the story as quick as possible, I'm just going to kind of skip all that for now. Alright.
All systems nominal.
Pardon me.
Oh, hi.
To knock some heads together.
What now?
They're dragging their feet on the targeting
You're
package
here.
upgrades.
Glad you made it.
Maybe I should take some send a message.
Please don't. There's enough
Hey,
friction
Doc.
as it is between
So,
us and pretty much all
here
the
you
other
are.
departments.
Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Are you threatening me? Eh.
Why? Don't you trust me?
Oh, it's nothing personal. I don't trust anyone. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
So basically, you're the secret police.
Secret police? If that's a pre-war reference, then I'm afraid it's lost on me. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Very well.
Alright. So, there was an update in the mission. What was the update? Use the network scanner holotape. Huh?
Report anything suspicious.
Hi. Just don't mind me. Network scanner. Is this it? Oh, got a little achievement for that. Alright. We are good here. Okay, so new mission. So right now it looks alright, so since retaliation, so it looks like we might be maybe apprehending a lost synth, which I think could be interesting to kind of get a different perspective on that, considering we work with the railroad, English, and we know that they capture synth, or they don't capture. The railroad tries to free synths that go rogue. So this will be an opportunity to see what it's like to capture a synth that has gone rogue. Maybe get a different perspective on this.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
Don't make excuses.
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
We'll bring that synth home.
That would be best for everyone. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Alright. Well, looks like our next mission is to apprehend a rogue synth. But that will be saved for the next episode, because right now it's about time to wind down. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Fallout 4, and if you enjoyed, hit that like and subscribe button. It would help so much, and I hope to catch you all in the next episode.